Happy Monday to all you lovely people in these YouTube streets. What's up, what's up, what's up? Happy Monday. What's up, what's up? Good to see all you lovely people in here. Just give me a moment to just set up here and all that good stuff too. But yes, good to see all you lovely people in here. And I welcome you guys to the Mindful Monday Community Conversations. Shout out to all the people who are in the chat. For those who are popping in on the panel too, I'll let you guys on in a moment as well. And just really want to just say hi to people, before they jump on, and just how can I say it? Just share some mindful stuff with you guys today too. Just the meditations and everything too, and so on and so forth. Because with the Mondays and Wednesdays live streams, I want to share some nuggets of mindfulness and wellness too for the Mondays and Wednesdays show. So I just want to really address that as well, just for those who, especially for those who are popping in the panel as well, and for those who are in the chat room as well. Just really want to mention that. But shout out to all the people who are here too. And so much love to all you lovely people in these social media streets, especially for those who follow me on Instagram and on YouTube and on TikTok, Facebook, all those platforms too. So much love to all you guys in here as well. So I just want to mention that. And hopefully you guys are having a good Monday, productive Monday, and hopefully you guys had an awesome weekend as well. So much love to all you guys in here too. So yes, what's up, Gina? Yes, it is me. What's up, Gina? Good to see you. Yes, indeed. And Michelle, good to see you also. What's up, what's up, what's up? JR, good to see you. Hello, see you back. What's up, JR? Good to see you. What is up, what's up? So yes, happy Monday to all you lovely people in here as well, especially for those who are in the chat right now and for those who are on the panel too, who are just popping in. I'll let you guys on in a moment too, for those who are popping in on the panel, for those who I send an invite to, feel free to make yourselves at home, be comfortable, all that good stuff too. And it's just like, I'm just going, saying hi to all you guys too, for those who are here. I just want to connect with you guys for a bit, and then I'm going to share what I'm going to share about, mindfulness today too. Just sharing meditation and all that stuff too. So yes, indeed. So hopefully you guys are doing good too, and and all that. And shout out to all the people in the chat room as well. Gina, Michelle, JR, all the people. So too. Yes, I did, Michelle. I got some rest, and you probably noticed I have more energy than I did before. Saturday was, I'll say like Saturday was a kind of a day that kicked my butt too, and you could see Ricky get this little treat. Get down, boy. Come on, go. And it's just like, yes, I got some rest. Sunday I was just out like a light. I didn't pop into most people's live streams, even if I wanted to, but I was like, had no energy to do so. And so, yes, I got some rest, Michelle, and thank you for asking too. And it's just like, Sunday I was out like a light. I was watching some shows on YouTube with Trina's show and Debbie's show and Lisa. I think Lisa's was on too. And even on Saturday, before I did my live stream was with Ron's show. And I want to say Ron's show. Actually, no, Friday was Ron's show, and Saturdays was like besides mine. And it's just like a few other people too. But Sunday I was out like a light, so I was just like sleeping in all day, and it's just like at night I was just up and just making some content, scheduling my shows and all that. So thank you for asking, Michelle. I appreciate that. So yes, get some PJs on, Gina. Yes, this is the time for you guys to really feel comfortable, feel relaxed, and if you guys just want to do that, getting your PJs on, even if it's just like any kind of PJs, could be like a onesie, could be a furry, could be whatever that makes you feel comfortable. Go for it. So yes, get your PJs, Gina. Yes, indeed. Hey, Swampy, good to see you. What's up? What's up? Good to see you, my friend. Yes, indeed. Yes, shout out to all you lovely people in here too. And, getting cozy with slippers. Hey, can't argue with that. Hey, I have my slippers with me too. I'm not wearing them. I'm just, wearing this plain old, little slightly beat up gaming t-shirt and some shorts too. Just, do my regular thing on Monday. So it's all good. If you got your comfy slippers, even if it's like the kind that you just go to like the store with, and it's just like, you know what, I'm done and I'm just gonna go back home. That's cool. Honor that. So yes, good stuff there, Gina. And so yes, actually, I want to share something with you guys too. I don't know if you guys heard on my Saturday live stream that I went to a mindfulness workshop that last week as well, and it's just like with the mindfulness workshop. And before, let me stop right there for a minute. Oh my gosh, it's 9 p.m. where you are, Gina. Holy crap! Whoa. Okay. That explains it. Gotcha. And what's up, Marcia? Good to see you. Yes, good to see you, Marcia Green. Shout out to you and Tequila, your daughter. And just like getting back to what I was talking about with the mindfulness workshop and I went to also, it was very profound and it was very, I learned a lot of stuff about mindfulness that, I kind of, that I didn't know also. And it's just like, um, with the mindfulness workshop too, and especially, for those who are just popping in right now and popping in, on the panel too. And it's just like, it's just like really cool. And how you just like with mindfulness, you can really just learn how to just really being present where you are right now too, and where you're at too in your life. And just like, with mindfulness and not just, really trying to, really get a really brief definition of it too. It's like inner awareness to where you're at right now too. And just like with mindfulness, it's not just like, when it comes to that too, it's just really powerful to really do, especially honoring where you're at too. Just really honoring where you're at inward, within your own inner world, with your emotions, with your mind. And it's just really important to remember to do, especially when we're just doing our own daily thing on a regular basis. If we're on online platforms like this, doing a live stream, it's always good to really be mindful of how we're feeling at the moment. And even just during our whole day and our whole week and our whole month and our whole year as well. And just like, with mindfulness and even just like with meditation too, just speaking about those two kind of things, it's just really, with meditation, it's just like the practice of, grounding your energy and practicing of being present, it's the practice of being present, meditation. And being present is just really being present with yourself too. And with mindfulness too, it's really, the practice of just, tuning in inward. And so it's really powerful stuff there. And I just really learned from the mindfulness workshop. And it's just like, for those who are in the chat, and what's up, Gerald? What's up? What's up? And Gina and good to see you, Gerald. Good to see you. Howdy, howdy. Yes, howdy to you, Gerald. Yeah. Yes, indeed. And he said, I just finished my live and getting ready to mount. Cool. Awesome. Awesome, Gerald. Good stuff. Shout out to you, man. Glad you had an awesome live today, too. So, yes, good to see you. And let me see. Hey, Kiba, good to see you. Yes, good to see you, Kiba. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yes, indeed. Hey, Mandy, good to see you. You're just eating your dinner. Okay. Yeah, it's good to see you, Mandy, and everyone else in here as well. And it's just like, Marcia, I'll answer your question real quick too. Jay, what does N7 mean? Well, let me take a swig of water before I start this. With this symbol, the N7, it's like a symbol for a special elite group of soldiers from the video game series called Mass Effect. And N7 is just like the special, it's like the space special forces when it comes to that in the game series called Mass Effect. It's kind of like Star Trek, but with more, depth to it too. Not just saying like Star Trek sucks. So Star Trek is classic. It's like it influenced a lot of sci-fi series like Mass Effect, and with the N7 symbol right here too, which you guys see on my shirt, Marsha Green. It's just like a symbol. It's just like symbolizing the special forces unit, and with the Space Marines called the N7 program. It's like a program for a special group of soldiers who are really good, as well too. And it's just like it's based on the video game series called Mass Effect. And the main character of that series too, the original one with Commander Shepard, where you can also customize you can make him look like, however you want. You can make him look like yourself. You can make you look like it could be black or white, it could be old and young, male or female too. That's a cool thing about Mass Effect series. You could get to create your own customized version of the main protagonist and be like you with Commander Shepard, with this series too, it's like his decisions affect the whole universe, not just Earth. And with the N7 program, it's just like a program for a special elite group of soldiers, and it's just like, it's just like a special elite group of soldiers too in a video game series called Mass Effect. So it's just like this is like a gaming shirt too. And it's just like, I'm not one of those soldiers too. It's just like based on the video game as well. So hopefully that explained it too, Marcia. And yeah, that's a good question. And Michelle has an interesting one too. And she says, "Why do we think we have deja vu?" Hmm, that is a good question, Michelle. That is a really interesting question with deja vu. Let that marinate with me for a bit. And if you guys want to answer that question too with me, you're more than welcome to ask. And I say just like with deja vu, and it's just like, sometimes, in our lives too, where we are just doing our own regular thing. And we just, do things. It's just like, yeah, are like repeated patterns basically, or if it's just like we see things that are very familiar. I don't know how to explain it with deja vu, and that's probably, you guys probably could explain it better than I could. It's just like with me, I could just share my own story with that too. It's like you go to a place and then like you look at what's around you too, and it looks familiar. It's like deja vu. It's like you've been there before, and you're just here, and then you see it again and again and again. So yeah, exactly, Marcia. And it's just like, I think, and she says, I think we had deja vu is because we lived a life before. Yeah, it's kind of could be linked to our past life. It's like we've been here before, but you just, as a different person, so that could be another factor to that as well. And so, yeah, that could be it. Marcia Green. Hey, she walks in beauty. What's up? She says pop in to say hello. Yes, shout out to you. She walks in beauty. Shout out to you. Yes, indeed. Good to see you, and hopefully you are doing well. Oh yes, that's right. This song called "Deja Vu" by Destiny's Child. I heard of that one. It's been a while since I've heard of that song too. And it's just like, hey, Mary, good to see you. What's up? What's up? Didn't see you there. And Gerald wants to know, I'm interested in hearing more about your workshop, weekend workshop, because it's such an important topic to relate to work towards. Yeah, exactly, Gerald. And it's just like with mindfulness too. And it's just like and just like, learn about mindfulness, the basics of it. And it's like, there's just like a whole kind of, I say science to it, but also a lot of, stuff that's around with mindfulness too, just like, important for your well-being, just really going inward, just honoring where you're at. yeah, in this present moment too. And just like, with mindfulness, just really getting a brief explanation of it too. And I'm still learning about this too, Joe, and applying it into my life. It's just like, with mindfulness is like a practice of just really honoring where you're at inward. And it's just like, even if it's like the most difficult thing to do too, just really honoring that, where you're at, and even just being honest with yourself too. Not just, like say, beating yourself up about it too. Just really honoring where you're at, and really just being honoring where you're at, in this present moment in your life too, even if it's the most difficult thing ever. And like, that's like what the mindfulness part comes into for our well-being. Just really honoring where we're at in this moment too in our lives, especially during our difficult challenges. And even just like how we can really just, there's like the part where it's just like being mindfully aware of what we are feeling in the moment too, going inwards. But also, what I just learned from the workshop, that can really just, could be a way of just like escaping, if that makes any sense. Because if we don't like say bring compassion towards how we're feeling, and we're just, going inward, and we're trying to escape from what we're dealing with, it could be really problematic. But when it comes to like with meditation too, and this like meditation is the practice of being present, and really just, bring and being present with ourselves to really find that clarity and that compassion. Yeah, we could really just with our meditation practice, we can really just bring that compassion back towards ourselves, and especially towards, ourselves too, to where we can really just feel good about ourselves, and we can really just, take the edge off of things too. So yeah, it's just like, I'm glad you're really into the topic that the workshop I was explaining it to earlier. And I just want to give a brief demonstration talking about with mindfulness, how, you know, with the practice, with the brief explanation I just mentioned with mindfulness is really important. And it's just like, with mindfulness, it's like all about being present and honoring where you're at too, in this moment in your life. And even with the, at right now too, in your inner world, with your heart and with your mind too. And just like with meditation, the practice of being present and how you can really just meditate. You don't have to really, you can sit in cross-legged in lotus pose, and even just like, moving the body around for a bit too, really just being mindful, how mindfully moving too. And it's kind of like, there's like these two different differences when it comes to mindfulness and meditation. It's just really important to remember. And I'm going to share more about this too, just like for you guys, for the next couple of weeks too, especially during the summer. It's just really powerful. So thank you for that, Joe. Joe, I appreciate that. When you're interested in this topic. So yes. Hey, Deb H, good to see you. What's up? What's up? Good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. Yes. Yes, indeed. So yeah, hopefully that was a um, uh, informative. Uh, for, let me gather my thoughts. It was an informative way of explaining mindfulness and meditation too. So Mandy has something to share. She says, "I am being mindful of eating my food before the live rather than afterwards, when it's too late, and I end up eating crap instead of good food." Oh, that's cool, Mandy. And just, shout out to you for really just, having that awareness about, what you're doing too. And it's just like, you get it. Yes, you do get a star, just to answer that question. And yes, like She Walks in Beauty, you definitely get 5 stars, and same goes to all you guys too, who are just, talking about with mindfulness too. And it's just really important to remember, even just like, honoring where you're at, and just really being honest and real with yourselves too, going inward. It's like I say, mindfulness is like the practice of going inward and being present in the moment. Going in, the practice of going inward too. And it's just like, that's really good awareness that you have, Mandy, too, about, eating before, you go live and you jump on a panel, or you doing your own thing too. And it's just like something I got to remember too. And it's just like, as as a content creator, as a healer, and as a teacher too, is to really, know when to rest. And it's like, like I think last week I was just like boom, 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 just, doing one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And it's just like it wore my body down to where like on Sunday, I just barely got on here too. Well, not on here, but barely, what's the word I was gonna say? I barely had, well, I say barely had energy. I was just so sleepy that I needed to just flat out rest. I was just out like a light. And then like, it was just listening to that. I was like, okay, I need to just rest. I need to just, relax and just like sleep it off, just from this energy. And so just really with mindfulness, the practice of that is really honoring where you're at too. And it's just really important for anyone to do too, whether you're a man or a woman, straight or gay, black or white, etc. And so, yes, indeed. Good stuff there, Mandy. And yes, you get 5 stars, indeed. So yes, I see you, the people who are on the panel too. I'll let you in a moment. I'm going to give you guys a brief meditation to help us feel grounded and really just, bringing some clarity back too. So if you guys are open to that as well, feel free to get comfortable, even if you just want to feel comfortable within your seat at this moment too. Just, with this brief meditation, if you guys want to explore that as well. And just like, take the time to just, to ground and to just, really put our hands to our heart for a moment too. And just really connect with that energy, really connecting with your heart and with your breath. And just taking the time right now to breathe, just taking a breath in with the inhale and releasing the breath out with the exhale. Just really taking the time to really feel comfortable with your seat, with yourself, and grounding your energy. Just really connecting with your heart, having both hands to your heart, or have both hands in prayer too. Just to really connect with that energy and that feeling. Just to really ground right now. And as you are doing that, when you're grounding, just taking a breath in with the inhale and releasing the breath out with the exhale. Just really connect with that, allowing the breath to just flow naturally as it is. Just really taking the time to just breathe in, taking that life in towards inner world, and then letting go of the breath out through the mouth to just release anything that's no longer needed. And with this meditation too, with this mindful prayer meditation, let's take the time to just really set an intention for ourselves today as we are going inward. And just really, with the rain meditation, this is a really beautiful meditation to really just bring some compassion towards ourselves too. So with the letter R, it stands for recognizing. And just, at this time too, just really recognize, what's going on in your outer world, and even just your outer world, but your inner world as well. Just really recognizing what's going on inward. Just really paying attention to that too. Just recognizing how your day was and, how you're feeling in this moment too. And with the letter A stands for allowing. And just like, allowing, just allowing it to feel those kind of feelings where you're just recognizing where you are at this moment too. Just really allowing what you're feeling right now to just really allow it to be. Just really feeling that and just allow it to be as it is. And the letter I stands for investigate. And just really, investigate, not like in a way of like Sherlock Holmes or Batman per se, but just really investigate, just really, why you're feeling these sensations within your body, within your heart, and within your mind too. Just really, investigate, just really taking note of things that are just, stand out for you. It's like if you notice that you feel any tightness within your body or any thoughts or powerful thoughts are in your mind or some powerful emotions in your heart, just really investigating that. And the letter N stands for nurturing. And just like how we can really just nurture ourselves, and we can just bring that compassion towards ourselves too, just really taking the time to just nurture ourselves, bring that compassion towards the places that really need it the most, with our body, with our hearts, and with our minds. Just really bringing that compassion towards our bodies and our hearts and our minds that truly need it. And just really set a prayer and a mindful prayer intention for yourselves for today, or for your loved ones, or for your environment as well. And just truly connect with that. As we are breathing in with our breath, with our intention for today, to bring in that compassion towards ourselves, towards the people that we care about, and towards our environment. As we take a breath in with the inhale, and releasing the breath out with the exhale, releasing the breath out through the mouth to release anything that's no longer needed. And just really with the mindful prayer and intention for ourselves today, just really honoring that, and really just, holding that within too, in our inner world. When we hold in our hearts, where we have both hands to our heart, or we have our hands in prayer, just really connecting with that energy, just with that intention for today, to bring that compassion towards ourselves. And even saying a affirmation or a mantra for ourselves too can be really powerful as well. And so, however we say this affirmation or mantra, just, you want to feel compassion today, or etc. Just really bringing that towards your heart, towards your body, towards your mind, and just truly connect with that intention. And as we do that, let's start to thank ourselves for being in this space of awareness where we can just take the time to ground and to breathe and to let go of anything that's no longer needed. And as we are continuing to breathe, connecting with our breath, allowing it to flow naturally, and really thanking ourselves in this moment where we can just take the time to ground and to set a mindful prayer intentional prayer for ourselves today too, and just really honoring that as well, and thanking ourselves for being in a space of awareness where we can just take the time to just ground and to just bring that compassion towards ourselves to bring more clarity for our day too. And when you guys are ready, you can start to gently bring your awareness back into your body, stretching out your legs and your arms, moving your body around too if you need to, and open your eyes. So I'm going to invite you, lovely people, on here. There we go.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Can you hear me, Joe?
Hi. I can. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Did you guys like the meditation?
I did. Thank you.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good to see you, lovely people, too. And it's just, hopefully you guys are doing well and all that good stuff, too. And I'm going to put that question now, too, what you just posted, Mandy. So, yes, there you go. There you go. Now you can see people's, you guys can see their names, too.
Hello,
So, yes.
everyone. Hi, Gerald.
Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm fine,
Yes.
you?
Doing great. I'm only going to be here for a little bit. I saw you were posting, Jay, about that your weekend, and I love stuff like that because, look, it's all about working towards well-being, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And
Yeah.
every little bit helps. And I thank you. I wanted to pop on to say thank you for sharing that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for what you do
Mm-hmm.
with this, because it's an ongoing, important conversation we need to have. I'm a little passionate about this, and because everybody has a different definition of well-being and what they need, and
Yeah,
it's important to honor that and to pay attention. So,
definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. Yeah,
Whatever
exactly, Joe. And it's
floats
just,
your boat.
was that, Mandy?
I said whatever floats your boat. You know?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Wherever floats your boat. And it's just like what you
Mm,
mentioned, Gerald, about well-being is really important. And really just with mindfulness too, that,
Yeah.
and just like learn, and I'm still learning about this too, just, honoring where you're at in this moment. It's like the most difficult thing ever. It's really
mhm.
important. Really just being raw and honest with yourself. It's like, if you're having a bad day, if you're having a good day, if you're excited, if you're sad, just really honoring where you are too. If you like feel like if it's the most difficult thing ever, that's really important for your well-being. And it's like, really important
Mhm.
to do, especially, as men and women, with your black or white, straight or gay. It's like, really honoring where you're at inward in your inner world too, with your heart and with your mind is really important on a regular
Yeah.
basis. So yeah.
And well-being, it matters regardless of who you are, from where you come, how you interact. I mean, it's about how you interact with the world, but mostly it's about how you care for yourself in
Yeah.
the world in which you exist.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes.
It's so important. It really is. Because sometimes you put yourself out for other people that don't appreciate it, and you just let them drain you. So
oh yes.
well-being is to look after yourself,
Mm-hmm.
because nobody else is going to look after you as much
Yes.
as well as you're going to look after yourself. Treat yourself like you're a baby. Nurture yourself. That's really important. That's well-being.
Yeah, Mandy, that's something that my friend mentioned in the workshop. It was something as a quote, and it says something about, taking care, like a parent creates their kid too, and it's like really important to do. So you're not too far from
Yeah,
what my friend
that's
shared in
it.
her workshop.
I was hungry
So it was
at nine
powerful.
o'clock. Yeah, I was hungry
Oh,
at
what
nine
was that?
o'clock, and I thought, or say 8:30, and I needed to kirk, and I thought I should eat it now because I'll be starving afterwards, and then I'll just have some cereal, and that's loads of carbs, and you know what I mean. So I took care of myself first, and then I popped on. Yeah, that's well-being. You know?
Yeah, for sure. And all the people in the chat room are dropping some gems. Gina's mentioned some stuff. She walks in beauty, and I'm just gonna highlight what
And
they're
they
sharing.
will give me a star for that.
Right?
Self-care
Self-care is important. Exactly, Gina. And oh, go ahead, Joe. You say
Well,
something?
I was just thinking self-care is really important, and we learn self-care from those around us. So when parents, a caregiver, adults model self-care and say what they're doing and why, and then come back, the young eyes pay attention to it and know that it is okay. I know people who they've set up with their children when they've gotten home from work, they need 20 minutes without the parents' attention. And it is set up to, there's the hi everybody, making sure nobody is bleeding or anything needs to happen that needs immediate attention. But then everyone has that little bit of time, and then when the timer goes off, everybody is calm. It's such a nice way of demonstrating what I need a bit of a rest before, or I need a time out
Yeah,
from
you
this
gotta.
conversation.
Yeah, I mean, when my daughter was a baby, we would have. I mean, this is like because I was just so young myself as well, so I wanted a little routine. And in the morning, say about 11 o'clock, we'd have a dance and put the music on and dance and sing and play, you know, and then she'd go to sleep 2 hours later. Well, we'd do that for 2 hours, and that was our little special time together, and I think that was really important,
Yes.
You've got to, with babies, the first 12 months or even first 5 years before they go to school.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
powerful. And it's just like, yeah, self-care is so important. Thank you for that.
Because a happy child, make a happy parent as well. So that's well-being, is taking care of yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because she would be really, really tired, and I'd enjoy dancing and singing with her.
Oh, of course.
So she'd be really tired then, and then I'd have 2 hours to get the housework done. So, yeah.
That's powerful.
It's selfish, really. But, she liked it. She enjoyed it.
That's awesome. Yes, yes, indeed. Those actions really do have an impact. And, again, Gina, thank you for sharing that too. Self-care is important. You gotta remember that. And just like She Walks in Beauty, and just like the definition of compassion, and even just I want to share this too, like really how we can really just bring that compassion in our inner world is really important for our well-being, like you mentioned, Gerald. And it's just like really honoring where you're at, even if it's the most difficult thing. And just like, if you don't understand it and it's like doesn't make sense to you, it's like, so be it. It's like I have those days where I'm just like having a shitty day, and it's like, trying to break it down and it doesn't make sense. It's like, you know what? So be it. It's like it is what it is. It's like that's what happened. That's where I am in my inner world too. It's like really honoring where you're at. And it's just really important to remember it and bring that compassion.
Snap out of it quickly, though.
What was that?
It's good to snap out of it quickly. If you're in a downer, just find something to look at, something positive. Think about something positive, because if you go on a downer and you allow yourself to stay on a downer and dwell on it, being, you just bring bad things into your life. That's how you attract more negative things in your life. What you think is what you get. And it's so true. It's so true. So, if you just try to avoid getting into that trap, because, that's not the right way to do it.
Yeah, and just add to that, Mandy, too. Just bringing that compassion back to in our inner world as well. And it's just like with being mindful of how we're feeling, and it's
Yeah.
just like if we compassion is a really way of just really making things finding that clarity
Yeah,
for
have
us.
compassion for yourself and understand why you're feeling. God, everybody's got a right to feel sorry for themselves or feel shitty. That's
Right.
human nature. And if
True.
we don't recognize it, then or punch a pillow or something like that instead of taking it on the wrong person, or I don't know.
Right.
You gotta deal with it. That's true.
Yeah, and it's just like, bringing that compassion towards ourselves too. And it's just like I was going to get to at this point. And it's just, I heard this in the workshop, and it's just, with mindfulness, you just really, it's good to really honor where you're at too. But if it's just like you're doing things that you're just trying to escape from what's, actually real, and just, in your outer world too, it's like it'll be escapism. And it's just like, compassion, it really makes things more, in a way, you just bring that warmth back into your inner world, not just being so distant and cold when you're just, escaping from what's, real and what's happening in the present moment too. And like compassion, and it's just like, talking about with empathy too. And it's just like, she says, we join the suffering of others who suffer, but stop short of actually helping. With compassion, we take a step away from the emotion, empathy, and ask ourselves, how can we help? Yeah, exactly. She walks in beauty. And just like doing that for yourself too. Like, how can we help? And it's just like, how can I, help myself? And even just how can we help too, especially if it's just like, making things more better, and even just, for ourselves and for people that we care about, especially too. And it's just like really, being um, showing that empathy, towards ourselves, and even towards other people too, is
Yeah.
really important to remember. So good
I-
stuff.
I've got a crystal here that will help with that. This is a rose quartz, and this is a crystal ball. I've got another rose quartz. I'll get it because you probably better see it better.
Sure.
If you're finding it hard, sorry, if you're finding it hard to show empathy, or to feel empathy with someone because they're doing your head in, or whatever, because they keep on repeating over and over and over when you're telling them what's doing, you're giving them advice, not listening, so then it starts to drain you, and do you know what I mean? So it's backfiring in a way. You get one of these rose quartz, this will really, really help.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with the compassion and unconditional love, and also malachite's good for that as well. So
That's the one you were sharing before, Mandy.
yeah, that's right. Such a
Nice.
good one, this one.
And I think also one of the important things, about asking someone how you can help, it's okay when the answer is, I don't know.
Exactly, Gerald. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because help looks different for everyone. The way someone can help is different. For me, if you ask me how I can help, I might actually say, well, leave me alone, go away, or go wash my car, or just tell me to snap out of it, or give me a hug. There's a lot of varieties. But when we are in high emotion, it's very difficult to express ourselves vocally.
Yeah.
And we have to give ourselves time for that. And that's
That's
one of the things that we also have to model for children. If I don't know what to say, and make it okay that you don't know what to say. And in fact, sometimes saying I don't know what to say, and having the person say okay, and stop talking, it makes it okay for them to think about it out loud and to feel about it out loud.
Yeah.
And it does take mindfulness to be able to do that, because it's not something many of us grew up with.
True, true. Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
hit the nail on the head there, Gerald, too. And it's just like, and it's just like, with like, I've been to certain experiences where it's like, I didn't have an answer to that. And it's like, like you're just really honoring that. It's like, I don't have the answer to that, but I'm here for you, as a friend, as,
Mhm.
boyfriend, etc. And
Sometimes
it's
it's hard not to answer, isn't it? When it's especially when you're expected to answer. If you think
right.
sometimes you do answer and then you're not listened to, and then yes, there's another crystal for that.
Yeah, and especially when it comes to the younger generation too, and it's like, really just, like you just said, Gerald, too, it's just like you don't have an answer to that. It's just like, okay, I just hear understand what you're saying, and I honor that too. So it's like really allowing the kids to really speak their truth is really important, especially for like a younger age. I
Yes.
mean, like this took
I
me a
see.
while to do this too.
I think, yeah, it's a lot easier with kids to talk to them.
Right, right.
Yeah, they seem to listen to me anyway, which is good.
And it's just like, with younger generation too, with, I'm not a parent, I'm just an uncle of a 13-year-old girl. And it's just like, my niece, I'm proud of her with how she's become. And it's like, even she has these conversations with me about, talking about with her Nana, my mom, who just passed like 3 years ago. And it's just like, honoring, she wants to cry, just really honoring that. And she asked me any kind of questions. And it's just like, even if the answers I don't even know, it's like Munchkin, I don't know, but I hear what you're saying. And it's like really being that listening uncle, like that strong figure in her life too, like her uncle. And it's just like, I hear you, Munchkin. Even though I don't have the answers to what you're just asking me. And sometimes, it'll go over my head too.
Yeah,
And that's
just to
really
make her
important.
feel like important, isn't it? I remember when I was 13, I had a friend. Well, my cousin's boyfriend, and he used to tell me jokes, and it made me feel really, special because, do you know what I mean? It was like a grown up talking to me, like on the same level, and it was nice. It was, yeah.
Hmm.
And I thought he was really nice for that.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
And She Walks in Beauty says something very interesting. I really love the idea of practicing reparenting yourself, so beneficial for a lot of us. With
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
exactly. Reparenting ourselves is really important to do,
Absolutely.
especially no matter what age. It's always good to really do that, especially if it's the most, if you have trauma in our childhood, so. Yeah, and there's a lot of information about that too on YouTube. There's more than just what I'm sharing too. It's like there's a whole lot of information about that, and could be really
Yes.
powerful.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So yes, indeed. So yes, thank you, Gerald, and everyone else in here too, who just talking about with mindfulness and sharing some jewels of, jewels of gold and of knowledge in the chat and on the panel too.
Yeah.
And for those who saw my live stream on Saturday, I know She Walks in Beauty. She probably mentions with the, I don't know if you saw this, Gerald, with the erotic sex oracle deck.
I have not seen the walkthrough or you use it yet, but I remember you getting it.
Yep,
You ordering it.
that's right. And Saturday, I was just going ham with these cards too. And She Walks in Beauty can attest to that because, I was pulling cards for how
Is
many other
that
people
true?
Was that?
Is that true? She Walks in Beauty. Was he just going to town? Was he putting his sexy? Did he get his sexy back?
Oh, it was a fun live stream, and
He
people
did a
could
reading for me.
attest. She's laughing too. That's confirmation.
There you go.
Yep.
I've ordered
Uh-huh.
they're
Uh-oh,
called
the fan game's going.
Crazy Sexy Love Notes.
Yep.
Oracle cards.
Yeah,
Well,
and
I only popped in for a second. I have to go cut my lawn, but I was I'm sorry to dump and run, but I was like,
Oh, it's all good, man.
I really like what you're saying about that wellness and mindfulness, also very, very important things.
Yes.
And, you know, being nice to ourselves if we don't get it right the first time, because I don't know many people who get it right the first time and keep doing it right, because I'm a different person than I was when I jumped into this live, just like
Right.
everybody else.
And
I don't think you ever
just
get it right, Lee.
and just to add to that, Gerald,
it.
it's just like, you know, it's
Mhm.
maybe it's not about being right. It's just really honoring where you're at, just being real with yourself in the
Exactly.
moment. And it's like, you know, sometimes when I'm like having a weird day, it's like, you know, I'm like having a weird, like a good day. I'm not angry or just, you know, all that. It's just like, it is what it is. Just honoring where you're at, even if
Yeah.
people don't understand it. So
It's the emotional
Yes.
scale, isn't it? You go from fear to anger, and you know, it's like you go for the emotional scale, and then when you go right back down to fear again, and you repeat it over and over again. It's just something you got to go for, like the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
But
And
right.
Jay, I
how you look at
appreciate
it.
what you said. It's not right or wrong. It just is. And that's
Yes.
all it needs to be.
Yeah.
And I've tried to personally, I'll share, I have tried to avoid using the terms right or wrong. Instead, I don't say I want to do this right. I want to do this differently than I have before,
Mm-hmm.
because it is a process. It's a
Right.
process.
Yes.
That's yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's salute right there.
all right. On
Sure.
that note, I'm going to head out and get ready to cut my grass. So, thank you both
Okay.
very much. Thanks everybody in the chat. Thank you
Yes.
for
Thank you
letting
for
me pop
popping on,
in.
Gerald.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bye.
Much love, Gerald. Thank you for
Yep.
dropping some knowledge, man.
Bye.
Oh,
Bye
Gerald,
bye,
thank
Gerald.
you for
Much
that
love.
reading.
Yeah, shout out to Gerald Tarot Stash. And if you guys
I'm
ever want to check out
giving
his
you
channel,
really
yeah, he's really cool. Gerald is, you know, Jared's the man. And so, yes, if you guys ever want to check out his channel too, and Mandy's also, and She Walks in Beauty channel also, you feel, man, I just lost Mandy. Shoot, Mandy will be back moments, guys, too. And I was just gonna highlight to what you're saying. She walks in beauty. Just airing our dirty laundry with those cards was hilarious. But there you are. Welcome back. Yeah, I was just sharing, you know, about She Walks in Beauty. It was just on Saturday. Or was it Friday? Yeah, you know, yeah, it was Friday and Saturday. It was just like with these cards, you know, it was just airing out, not airing out their dirty laundry, but it was
You know what?
hilariously.
I think it said for me to be creative, and I'm like, but I'm not with anyone, right? I'm not with anyone, so how could I be creative overnight? Do you know what I mean? It's like that comes in time, doesn't it? You know, if you're creative in a relationship in that way, yeah. So I think what it means is in life, that not necessarily to do with in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the
Because that would
cards
be a
that
little
we
bit.
pulled for you before, Mandy? Or is it
Yeah, the
just
card you pulled for me, and it said be creative, and I thought that must be in my music, surely. That must
yeah,
mean
yeah, exactly.
with my music, because we're writing music at the moment as well, you know. And he's letting me. He's written some songs, and he's letting me change a few words, but because I think I've said this to you before. I think, you know, it should be totally different. Not like I should have, woulda, coulda, should have. It should. I'm glad I did. You know, so that's so I think this is where the card meant be creative. Go ahead and be creative. You know,
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
although they're called the sexy
Yeah.
cards. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's like cool how you can just break that down, Mandy. And it's just like, with these cards too, it's just like there could be more than just like, sexuality. It can be more, it's like relationship.
Exactly. Because when you put, I thought, what? I was like, huh?
What was that?
I was like, huh? And I mean,
Yeah, you're like, oh shit, what the hell is that?
what
Right?
was you talking about? Is there an ex coming back or something?
I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Been there.
You're like, nope, none of that shit. Yeah, I hear you. You don't want that kind of heaviness in our lives,
God, no.
You want
There
that.
there was a text message I got, but I just ignored it. So, no.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And hello, Mary Thornberry. Good to see you. And Mary Henson and all the
Look
people in the chat
at
room too.
yeah.
And I just want to highlight what you just said. She walks in beauty. It says it's okay to not be okay. Yeah, it's just like honoring where you're at. It's like, if you're having to
Thanks,
doubt
Gina.
your day. Oh, what's that?
Gina, she's put my
Oh, your channel, yes. Awesome. Feel free to check out Mandy's channel too. And it's just really awesome stuff. And I just want to highlight to what She Walks in Beauty is just mentioning. It's okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
And it's just
Marie.
really, Oh, sorry. What did you saying, Mandy?
Just saying hello to some people in the chat, that's all.
Oh, okay. Cool. My bad. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I was just mentioning what She Walks in Beauty was saying about it's okay to not be okay. Just when it comes to mindfulness, honoring where you're at. And it's like, if I'm feeling I'm having a bad day, just really honoring that, being real with myself, being honoring that in the moment too. I just really important to remember also. So thank you for sharing that as well.
Yeah, that's
and
just know that it'll pass, and just know that it'll pass.
yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. And Mandy, since you're here, and I have these Oracle decks sitting here for the last 2 days, cleaning them out. If anyone wants a card from these cards, or if you're just like in general, if you want a spiritual message, you want a healing message for today too, or a rebel card too, because I have these decks on deck, and I have been sitting here cleaning them for the last couple of days. Yep. Feel free to post your questions, guys, if you want a spicy relationship reading or something humorous or anything. And feel free, and for me and Mandy to pull on for you. Let's have some fun, shall we? Just to bring some clarity for our day, too.
I told you, didn't I? I've got crazy, sexy love notes coming.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They're the cards.
Nice.
I couldn't get those cards you got, so.
They won't ship to where you're at?
No, I just can't. I don't know why. I just can't use my card with Etsy on the link you gave me. I have tried.
Oh, that's a bummer. Okay.
It's not because I'm chicken. It's because I can't get them.
Gotcha. So I have two questions started from She Walks in Beauty and Mary Henson. Again, if you guys want to post your question, if you want a healing message or a spiritual message, or even just something humorous or spicy, if you guys open to that for today. If not, that's totally understandable too, if it's too early in the week and all that too. So yes, feel free to post your questions.
We could do what Jesus and Mary Magdalene did, right? he would say things like plant your seeds and stuff like that, and she would go behind him and tell the disciples what it was that he was saying in layman's terms. So you pull the cards, and I'll tell them what it means.
Okay.
We dance them together.
Interesting. Gotcha. That sounds interesting.
Not saying I know better, but
that's a cool idea, Mandy. So yeah. All right. Let me get to the questions there too. So let me get this party started. And She Walks in Beauty is first. She wants a spiritual message for today.
Spiritual message, right?
Yeah.
What about, yes, these unicorn cards are really spiritual messages. They are. So I pull them for myself. So, She Walks in Beauty wants a spiritual message, please.
I'm gonna pull 2 oracle cards for her for a spiritual message. I'm gonna feel that.
Unicorn.
Wow, it's an hour in. Time goes by quick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Dang, I just blinked. It was like 1 o'clock before. Now it's like an hour in. Hot damn.
Okay. Okay. She Walks in Beauty. As your card. Cosmic Rainbow. Look for the pot of gold and accept joy. Yeah. So, there it is. This card indicates that a cloud is behind you. The rain is gone. A beautiful rainbow, a cosmic symbol of hope, is now appearing in the sky. When you see one, if your heart leaps with joy, your unicorn opens a new doorway for you. This card reminds you to stay optimistic, be positive, expectant, and full of faith. For something unexpected lies ahead. Unlock the portal and look for the pot of gold that awaits. It is filled with good things and even a little magic. This is a reward for all you have already learned and accomplished on your journey. The enchantment may come in any form, but it will fulfill your deepest hopes, your dearest hopes, and secret desires. The generous universe is offering you gifts and opportunities. If you think something is too good to be true, or that you don't deserve it, you will miss a chance. Your guidance is to recognize that you are a special and worthy being, and that your unicorn is sending you a sign to remind you of this. You are about to receive a bonus. Watch for the golden pot to arrive in your life and accept it. This card brings you happiness and contentment. Go through the cosmic rainbow. Find yourself sitting quietly on your unicorn. Sense or see a beautiful rainbow arcing across the sky. Breathe in its magic energy. A door appears in front of you and you open it. Slowly, your unicorn walks through it with you. Ahead, the path is flooded with sunlight. A pot of gold is sitting in the middle of the path. As soon as you see it, it floats up into your hand. What does it contain? Thank your unicorn as you walk on into Wonderland. Your affirmation is, I deserve happiness and accept it now. Okay?
That's powerful. And she's, added to what you're mentioning for Mandy.
Yeah.
She says, soon singing miracle happens today, and actually the lyrics hit.
Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful. She walks in beauty. And it's just,
It is.
that's really deep. And I have 2 cards for you also, just, with these 2 messages for you. She walks in beauty. The first card that I pulled too is just like, with the snow leopard, it's just to always keep moving forward, just being on the prowl, just like, like with the snow leopard, just moving forward, being focused on what you want to manifest in your life too, for your spiritual growth, and just really keeping moving forward in life too. Just like the Watcher, just being on a prowl, just moving forward, of staying focused to things that are important for you, and just again being on a prowl as well, just with the Watcher card. And it's just like with this message too, and it's just like to really find that middle ground for yourself as well, just finding that balance with the masculine and the feminine too, just to really find that, clarity for ourselves too, to really find that balance, and really just, with the first message too, just really keeping moving forward, being on the prowl, just, in life, and just staying focused, and things that you want to manifest, what you want to do. And it's like, like the snow leopards, it's like, like these big, beautiful cats are like hunters, and it's just, they're really focused when you're on a prowl and doing something, just like really for you to walk in beauty, to just do that in your own way. And just like with this next message, is to really just really find that middle ground with your divine masculine and feminine energy too, because we both all have this divine masculine and feminine, whether men or women, straight or gay, and just like finding that middle ground to make it equal, to find that balance is really important. So
I'm just gonna ask a couple of for a couple of tarot cards for her. What is this refer? What does it mean? I mean, why do we get this cosmic rainbow card? Is it talking about a relationship or something like that? You know what I mean? What's it related to?
Yeah. And she says it resonates and integrated my shadow and self. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just, with that too, just, finding that middle ground with your inner divine masculine and feminine energies is really important. So I'm glad you're doing that for yourself.
It really is. Yeah.
Exactly.
I've got another crystal for that. It's called Orange Adventuring. Orange.
Do you have that with you?
Yeah, it's over there. I couldn't get it.
All right, cool. Shout out to the people who are still here and showing support in the live stream. Much love to you.
This is like an angel, but that is Orange Adventuring. And it balances your sacral chakra, which is your masculine and your feminine energy. And when those are balanced, that's the right time to go out and meet someone,
Okay.
Or else,
Cool.
Just treating it like for a reason or a season is usually a good way. Oh, I've dropped a card. All right. Right, this is for, it's balancing your feminine, masculine and feminine energy. If you need to stand in your power, basically, yeah. But you're trying to keep the peace. And you've got to balance things. And there's delays. You're lacking confidence. But be open to new perspectives, and you'll know the way forward. Okay? More confident. Yeah? Hope that helps. The next one is the High Priestess, and she cannot be controlled. Yeah. And, use your intuition. Okay? Hope that helps.
That's powerful. And hopefully the cards that we all pull for you, SheWalksInBeauty, are very helpful, especially when it comes to, being on the prowl and focused to things that you want to manifest in your life too. Just with this message, and just finding that middle ground with your divine masculine and feminine too. So yes, and she also says leaning to my divine feminine and not operating.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Me too.
Find that balance. You're welcome, my friend. Much love to you. And if you guys ever want to check out her channel too, it'll be in the description below too. So if you want to check out SheWalksInBeauty's channel, I put a link to it on my weekly live streams. And her channel is really cool, very unique. She has a lot of artwork and stuff in there too. So and the same goes for Mandy too. If you guys ever want to check her out too, her channel will be in the description below and in the chat room as well.
I've been
Uh-oh. You're frozen, Mandy.
no, I'm back.
You're back. Oh, okay, you're back.
I've been doing readings on number sequences lately.
Okay. You're welcome, SheWalksInBeauty. Hey, Arlene. Hi, I didn't expect you to be here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hopefully things are good in the bush and all that stuff too. Good to see you. And hopefully you are doing well. What's up? What's up? Shout out to you, Arlene. Yes, good to see you, my lovely friend.
She's in nature's backyard, isn't she?
Yeah, I think so. If she is, I mean, I know that's what she told us from last time. She's going to go to that transition, but good to see you, though, Arlene. Hopefully you're doing well. Big surprise there. So, yes. And the next person that we have too is, let me see, Mary Henson. So she wants a card too. So if anyone else wants a card too, feel free to ask us. Post your question.
Want a spicy card.
Nothing spicy. Nope.
No.
Oh, I got to show Arlene my new cards if she hasn't seen them.
So I'm going to give her a unicorn card.
Gotcha. Cool, Arlene. Glad you're here. Glad you're enjoying your time in the bush too, and in nature.
Unicorn card. Mary has.
All right, so Mary wants a card. Nothing spicy. Okay.
I think what it is we've all got one unicorn, but these cards tell you what to ask of your unicorn. You know? Something's touching me on my face.
Okay, Arlene, I'll show you the card.
I feel it kiss me, you know, on my mouth.
All right, Arlene says, show me my new cards that I got. And I definitely will after I pull a card for Mary too. So I'll definitely show you my new decks that I got. And you're going to get a kick out of them. So yes, I'm going to focus on Mary now. So let's say card.
Move your hands.
Okay.
Right.
What do you have? I'll let you go first.
Unicorn portal. Focus your light and listen for a message. So I'll read what it says in the book. A portal is high-frequency space or gateway to another dimension. All right. When you draw this card, unicorns are asking you to create one in your home, office, or somewhere special so that they can step from their domain into yours. When you have decided where your portal will be, decide how long you wish it to remain in place. Then follow the visualization below and know you are creating a space where humans and unicorns can meet. Would that be an altar, do you think, Jay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone entering the portal in their physical or spiritual body can connect more easily with the unicorn there. So create a unicorn portal. Set the intention to create a unicorn portal. Cleanse a space where you wish to create it with music, the violet flames, sage sticks, or anything else that feels right to you. Yeah, I did that. I cleared my space. I said I was doing spring cleaning today. So I cleared all my space today. You know, that's really important. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So anyway, prepare the space with crystals, candles, flowers, or an altar. You may like to use a selenite, which is this one. Yeah. Where am I? You may use the selenite or quartz crystal as an anchor point. Visualize a beautiful door to another dimension. See your unicorn placing a garland of roses around your neck. Red for cosmic action, pink for love, white for purity, and gold for wisdom. Your unicorn passes you a key. Open the door and enter the unicorn realms. Receive love, light, blessings, or inspiration from the unicorns who greet you. Do they have a message for you? Leave the door open so the unicorns can step through. As soon as you have set up your portal and dedicated it with love and pure intentions, unicorns will be drawn towards it. This card has come to you because you are ready to serve the universe in this way. Affirmation: I serve the unicorn kingdom. Yeah. Well, it's easy to get one of those. You just make an altar, you know? Or it's a special place. Put some pictures and some crystals around and candles and incense, sage, just clear the space. It's like a little psychic desk, you know? Everyone should have one, you know? Good luck with that. Hope you enjoyed that card. What have you got, Jay?
Well, I have for Mary is just to really create something new for herself too. And it's like the animal of the snake is really strong with this message. You know, like snakes shed their skin and just like, you know, they create something new, like a new kind of like like, you know, like it creates something new, like a new kind of color or kind of like egg too. It's like, you know, creating something new for yourself, for your spiritual growth, and just like shutting off the old, you know, that's no longer needed, and just create something new too. And it's just like, you know, for you, Mary, just to really, you know, just, you know, create something new, doing something new too in your journey as well, creation, and just like, you know, how you can really just, you know, create that too, you know, creating something. And it's just like, you know, creating something new, and even just, you know, tapping into that in your own way too is just really powerful for your spiritual growth. Even like, you know, like you mentioned about the altar, it's like with those crystals too, just to, you know, help you clear, and just like, you know, help you clear. And it's just like, you know, with the snake shedding its skin, it's like a powerful way, you know, and just do that. And so for you, Mary, it's just to really create something new, kind of like shedding off the old, creating something new, and really tapping into that, putting your own spin to it. And hopefully this was helpful as well. And it kind of ties into what Mandy was just mentioning too about that as well.
Yeah, because it's like a gift that you're being offered, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it's a guide. I think this unicorn is being offered to you as a guide. That's what I read. So if you do make your portal like your altar, and you clear the space, your space will be pure and clear for this higher frequency to come through. Yeah, that's what it's saying. So if you did that meditation with me, if you didn't, then watch the rerun, the replay, and go through that meditation again, because you're being offered a gift there with that card. Yeah, the cosmic portal. Yeah, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the one you shared, huh? That you pulled.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, Marie. Well done.
Oh yeah, powerful stuff that you're doing, and hopefully the cards that me and Mandy pulled for you, Mary, and especially how you can really just create something new for yourself, really tapping into that, was really helpful for you, Mary. And much love to you. Yes, yes, indeed. So, before we get to Swampy's question, Arlene, I was going to show you the new decks that I have too, especially. I just want to say hi to my big sis, Sharon Lee. She's here too. I just want to highlight to what she's saying. So yes, what's up, big sis? Good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well in these Canadian streets. Shout out to all my Canadian peeps out there too, who are
Mandy. It's Mandy. Amanda.
Oh, that's all good.
My best friend was called Amanda at school.
Oh, nice. I was going to share a brief decks that I was going to share with you, Arlene and Sharon Lee, if you haven't seen them. This is one of them is called the Erotic Sex Oracle deck. This is like a really spicy Oracle deck if you want like a spicy relationship reading for yourself. And even just with the Sex Answers Oracle deck too. And it's just like, the images are not too bad. It's just like, with this image, it's like, hey, that's not too bad. It's something very fun and playful. And it's just like, with this image too, it's like, sacred sex. But what can you say about that? That's really cool too. So it's very deep. And these kind of like with these cards too, it's like a way of getting like a really, say spicy relationship reading, but also, learn about yourself too. So if anyone's open to, for those kind of readings too, if they want a spicy relationship reading or for just like that, want a healing message also, or just, a certain kind of reading too, feel free to post your questions. We're still taking requests. So that's
what we could do timing, because I'm thinking, the way you explain what those cards mean. I mean, is there a timing on this? How long?
Yep, spicy. That's right, Sharon Lee. I got these two decks. I did a review on it too. So the Erotic Sex Oracle deck and the Sex Answers Oracle deck. These are really cool cards to have too, especially if you guys want to like, kind of like a cool relationship reading. You want to spice things up, make things more fun and interactive with the audience too. So it's not just me saying that too. So yes, you're on point, sis. And you'll definitely like these cards, because they really, they're fun and very spicy, very spicy in a fun way. So yes. Yes, indeed. So Swampy is next. And
Come on, girls, you got to get involved. I've done it last week. And he told me I got to be creative. And I'm like, eh? I haven't met anybody yet.
Yes, I see your question, Arlene. So I got you started. And Swampy, she wants a card from wherever you
to pull.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull up or something from the Elemental Oracle deck and the Divine Animal Oracle deck.
They want me to use these tonight. The unicorn cards.
Which ones you got?
Unicorn cards. I told you I cleaned it all today, so it's obviously working.
Hey, Greeter, good to see you. I want to say hi to Greeter. She's the best hugger in the universe is here.
Yeah, she called herself Hugger now.
Yep, she's embracing her name. So yes,
yeah, she is.
Shout out to all the people in the chat who are here, and say hi to all you guys also. Much love to all you guys in here. So let's see, Swampy.
Okay, so we'll start with Swampy 63.
Okay, Swampy. I swear, time is going by so quick. It's like,
Isn't it?
yeah, it's so nuts. It's like 1 minute you're starting something, next it's not the end. It's like shit.
Well, apparently, time's speeding up now. It has been for a
Yeah,
while because getting it over and done with. It's got to such a stage in the universe and on this planet where, you know, things have got to a point where we're just speeding things up to get it over and done with and out of the way. And then eventually things will start slowing down again. Time will start to slow down again. You know?
right.
But this is just, we're just going through some changes at the moment, you know?
Right. Swampy. Okay, to clarify this message, what do you have?
Okay, Swampy 63. Access your gifts. Okay? Explore your treasure chest. Accept who you truly are. You're obviously watching this because you like us, you know? Okay, here we go. You have been on a long soul journey through many lives on other planets and in different universes. During these experiences, your soul has gathered wisdom, knowledge, skills, and gifts. These may include oratory, creativity, healing, the ability to deal with people, and understanding of crystals, herbs, sacred geometry, music, or mathematics. The ability to communicate with different species or many other talents. There is a vast range of possibilities. Now your unicorn is suggesting that you examine all that you are good at and give yourself credit for everything you have already developed. These skills are your treasures. The highest qualities you have accumulated are also valuable. These may range from charisma, self-discipline, kindness, integrity, and happiness, to humility, inner peace, and much more. That's like what we were talking about, wellness, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah. Receiving this card suggests that you are not fully utilizing your assets at the moment and may have some that you have not yet accessed. It is time to recognize your worth and learn who you truly are. Your unicorn guidance is to look honestly and without any undue modesty at your accomplishments and aptitudes. Accept your magnificent self. When you do this, you can expect gifts, qualities, and even new aspects that have been hidden until now to come forward to assist you on your journey. Remember that you are an awesome divine being, wonderful beyond your imaginings. Explore your talents, take a deep breath and relax. Be aware of a treasure chest. Notice how big it is. Is it open, closed, or locked? If it is locked, your unicorn is holding the key. To unlock it, lift the lid and look inside. A compartment has not yet been opened. How big is this? Open it. Ask your unicorn to shine its light into it. Remember that each time you do this, more of your inner guidance inner gifts will be revealed. So every time you want your inner gifts to be revealed, visualize this treasure chest again, opening like this, and more will be revealed every time. Your affirmation is, I am a magnificent being. Congratulations. Hope that helps. What have you got, Jay?
Well, I have something similar what you just pulled for Swampy 63, and it's just with these two Oracle cards, and I'm just gonna share them right off the bat for you, Swampy. And just like with this first message that I have to, and the animal of the sacred ibis is really strong. This is really all about learning. And just like with you, Swampy, it's just to really, going on that journey of learning more about yourself, learning new skills, learning some, more, not saying learning new skills, but learning more about yourself also as a human being, with your gifts that you have too. Just really going on that journey of, that self-exploration and just, learning more about yourself, even just, learning new skills along the way too. And the secret ibis is, really strong with this message too. And it's a beautiful, beautiful bird too, with this image. And you see this door right there. And it's just like, really, it's like an invitation for you to just really explore, learn some new things about yourself. And even just, in general, learning new skills that can really just benefit you too. And just like with the second message that I have for you also, this is really relating to the element of rain. And just like, rain is very like, connects to water. And it's like, how like rain just, washes things away. And it's just like, it's like a cleansing kind of like, way with rain is just like it washes away the old and just like make room for the new too. And it's like a beautiful way of cleansing. And just like water is very cleansing to where when it rains, it pours too, but when it pours, it helps, cleanse. And just like for you to really just do that, to really washing away the old to make room for the new to really just allow yourself to grow and to just, flourish too. Kind of like with these two cards together too about learning new skills, going on that self-exploration, that journey with this, learning new skills with this card, but also with this card too about, just washing away the old to make room for the new too, just allowing yourself, cleanse yourself, however you do
Go
that.
for a walk in the rain. I love walking in the rain. Imagine yourself, just visualize it or think that you're being cleansed and,
Yeah, exactly.
I do. Oh, it's beautiful.
Or
Wash
even
away
just like a shower too. That's
cares,
like it's okay.
worries. Yeah.
Yeah, just like, washing away the old, because showers are a really powerful way to just, cleanse when we washing away all that heavy energy from our body and we just, washing away the old to make room for the new. It's just like, it's like a powerful way of cleansing ourselves too, and especially cleansing our energy from our body and our heart and our mind too. And like, just like with this card too, that ties along with it, just learning new skills, going that journey to learn more about yourself and learning new skills
That's
along.
like with the treasure chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go.
Your gifts, the more you open that chest, the more you could have your gifts revealed to you. So,
Mm-hmm. Right.
what a beautiful way to be offered a tool for discovering your gifts. Right?
Yeah, exactly, Swampy. Remember what you've forgotten? Yeah, just really going in that self-exploration, just
Yeah.
learning more about yourself again too.
Yeah.
And it's just like, always find ways to cleanse too, just, washing away the old to make room for the new. And it's like, allowing
Okay.
yourself to grow and flourish when you just washing all that heaviness away too. Allowing yourself to be cleansed in the process is really powerful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yes, powerful stuff there. Yes, indeed. Yeah. And hopefully that was helpful, Swampy, for what me and Mandy pulled for you also.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And good stuff there, Mandy, what you pulled for Swampy.
And you as well. They went well together, didn't they?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah.
So yes, much love to you, Swampy. And hopefully the cards that we pulled for you are very helpful for you as well.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And Arlene, if you're still here, she wants 2 cards from my new decks too. So you're gonna have a spicy relationship reading on our hands, folks. So grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, notepads, all that stuff too. You're gonna learn some cool stuff. And Arlene, I'm gonna pull new 2 cards from my new deck. So here we go. So if you're still here,
Look, I think I'm losing my hair. Look, I can see it. Seems to be going.
Swampy says the symbols on the rain card reminds me of the runes. Thank you so. Oh, you're welcome, Swampy. Anytime, my friend. And yeah, it's just really cool. You know, that's awesome. These symbols remind you of something.
Oh yeah, in the middle. Yeah.
Was that
in the middle there?
In the middle, what?
Yeah, the
Oh,
like
the plant. Yeah,
cross.
it's
Yeah.
like it's like I think that's a symbol for something too. It's like our heart and just like us too as a plant. We just allow ourselves to be cleansed, to wash away the old, make room for the new. It's like cleansing ourselves with rain.
Be initiated. Was it? Okay, there's a word I can't find it. I can't think what it is.
Okay, so I want to get back to Arlene's question, and she's going to get one of these cards from this deck, the Erotic Sex Oracle deck, and the Sex Answers Oracle deck. So brace yourselves, it's going to be a spicy one. So yes, Arlene, if you're still here, feel free to let me know, and I'm going to pull some cards for you with these 2 decks.
Unfortunately, I haven't got my sexy cards yet. They're coming on the 10th. They're not those. They're not exactly the same. I can't get them for some reason.
Okay, really.
Uncored relationships.
What's that?
Maybe I've got a sexy card. I don't know. Right.
Oh, okay.
Right, you got to let go. And forgiveness is freedom, Arlene. Okay? There's your unicorn. That's you, and there's your unicorn. Okay?
Oh, boy.
Let go and clear yourself from your past relationships. Then you kind of attract the same thing again. You know? So, cord cutting and stuff like that is really helpful.
Thank you, SheWalksInBeauty, for posting my link tree. Appreciate that.
Okay. So it says uncord relationships. Let go now. Your unicorn loves you with a high, pure love. These perfect beings cannot comprehend the attachments we make on earth, but have an enormous compassion for us and will help us to let go of any that are holding us back. Any lower emotions you are harboring against someone may be perfectly justified when examined from the limitations and ego beliefs of this lifetime. However, your guidance is to release them all now. Surrender all of it. Consider how you could have attracted that person's behavior. What might have occurred in other lifetimes? Are they teaching you something important in this one? A desire for a particular outcome or a lack of forgiveness binds your soul to someone else's. How many more years or even lifetimes are you prepared to be chained to this person? When you can happily bless a person who has wronged you and visualize them receiving whatever they want or need, then you are free. Then your unicorn can joyfully replace all you have lost and more. They can return money and possessions multiplied and restore and enhance your reputation. They can bring you greater love, success, health, and happiness. Unconditional love does not form binding cords, so you can never lose true love. Your guidance is to scan back through the years for anyone, dead or alive, who may be influencing you. Then ask your unicorn to set you both free. Right, uncord relationships to set yourself free. Call your unicorn. It lovingly enfolds you in pure love. Imagine one or more people you are attached to. Tell them you want to release any lower energies between you. What are the attachments like? Where are you attached? They may present themselves to you as chains or ropes or daggers or something else. Mentally say to the other people, I set us free. Ask your unicorn to dissolve any cords with the light from its horn. See? The light
That's beautiful.
from the horn. There. Know that the unicorns will bless the other people with whatever their hearts desires. Unicorn blessings are now showering over you too. Your affirmation is, I am free to be myself. To know my joy and freedom away from limiting limitations. And so it is. Go for it, girl.
That's kind of what I have for Arlene too, with her spicy relationship reading, and it all ties into what you just mentioned, Mandy. And it's and it's gonna be really spicy. So Arlene, with your 3 cards, and I pulled a Rebel card just with it too. It all ties into what you mentioned, Andy. And so here we go. And I feel like with you, Arlene, you're just very playful, and you like to tease too. And it's just, with this card and this, like, from the erotic sex oracle deck too, you're just very playful with this card too. You're just you like to tease, you like keep people on their toes too, and it's really cool. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of people like to just chase, and it's just getting to know someone. It's like, oh, she's a tease. It's like, oh, I like to chase. That's cool too. Let people engage, get to know you more.
Yeah.
And it's just like, like you said, mention freedom. It's just got to be free. There you go with this card. So you got to be uninhibited. This is a beautiful time for you to be free, be yourself, and just like yep, be playful. Yeah, exactly. Just with the tease, and it's just like with these messages too. You're just very playful, and you just like keep people on your toes, and just continue to be your free self, and continue to do that. Be free. You need to be uninhibited. That's a really powerful message there too. And this is a really crazy image too with this one too, and it's all covered, so it's really appropriate. So it's really cool what these 2 cards go together, and it's just like exactly, Michelle. I gotta get the
card, please. Just an angel card for Arlene.
All right, cool. And I just want to highlight to what Michelle said. Got to give us a purr, Jay. Perfect. Yes, you gotta be uninhibited. So yes, you gotta be free. Be yourself without constraint. And for you, Arlene, I was getting back to your question.
You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. Okay?
And she got, with her Rebel card, she got the lightning bolt. And she got to figure shit out on her own. So she got like, with these 3 messages. And this, hold on for a second. With these 3 messages here too for Arlene, it's just like,
or maybe if she clears all her attachments, she'll be able to figure things out for herself. Because she'll be clear.
Yeah, and it's just like, being very playful is nothing wrong with that too. And it's just, hey, if you like to tease, you like keeping people on their toes, that's cool. Go for it, Arlene, if you're
Yeah.
watching. And just gotta be free. You just gotta be, gotta be free, just being yourself. Brrr. So, it's gotta be free,
Easy, Tiger.
Brrr. Gotta be. I'm good with the tongue for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I've been doing
Famous
that since I was a kid.
10,000 miles away, isn't it?
Right. Just always find ways to be free, Arlene. And
Yeah.
with the lightning bolt, and this is like I can't kid you not with this card too. You just gotta figure shit out on your own. My God. So you just gotta learn on your own. It's like, with these two cards, and it's just like, oh my goodness, Arlene. These are your messages. And hopefully these cards were helpful for you also, just with your
Yeah.
spicy relationship reading too.
I'd imagine that Arlene can be a tease, playful, flirty, and that's what that means, isn't it? To be a tease, not a tease like to go too far and say that someone can say, well, she was throwing herself at me. You don't have to be that kind of tease, just have fun. But this
Right.
card, Sarah, she says, in the past, you have settled for less than you wanted, but no more. I am here to raise your standards. I am also here to show you that you need not suffer in any way. It isn't selfish to desire a better life. The more you receive, the more you are able to give to others. When you allow us to give to you, you're also supplied with all of the necessary tools for your life's purpose. You also inspire others when you show that the spiritual path gives you all of the support you could ever need. God and the angels want you to enjoy your life. Happiness is a holy part of your divine mission. Whatever we can do to bring joy and peace into your life, please ask. We have noticed a reluctance on your part to ask for help. Perhaps you have felt that you didn't deserve good, or that you would be taking away from someone else if you received our help. Yet God only knows abundance, and humans are the only ones who believe in scarcity. This card is a reminder that God and the angels can only intervene if you request our help. Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
And Arlene, if you're listening to
Get
this,
your bags on, girl.
yes, what Mandy said. And if
Go
you're
out there
listening
with
to this,
your cloak
Arlene,
of protection.
Yep.
Yup,
And
yup, yup.
much love to you, Arlene. And hopefully the cards that Mandy and myself are very helpful too. And if you want to watch this on a replay, you're more than welcome to. And just like, always continue to be that playful, teaseful self too with this card. And just always find ways to really just be free without constraint too.
Yeah.
And you just, but with this card too, with the lightning bolt, you gotta figure shit out on your own, girl.
Yeah, those cards were so good, weren't they?
Right?
They
Exactly.
were perfect for her, honest to God.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. So much love to you, Arlene. And if anyone else wants some cards too, because I have a few minutes left, and feel free to post your questions. And
I'm looking forward to getting those other cards. What are they called? The crazy, sexy love notes. They got
right.
little
Speaking of that,
keywords on them.
Marcia said something. I don't know if there's something I did with my tongue, the brrr, like that kind of thing too, or just the cards. So thank you, Marcia, for that. So, and SheWalksInBeauty says, oh, oh man, that's great. Yes. Yeah, thank you, Kiva. I'm glad you like these cards too. If anyone else wants a spicy relationship reading, if they're open to it, if not, that's totally fine. Feel free to post your questions, or if they want something like a healing message or a spiritual message too, feel free to post your questions in the chat. We have
I've got angel answers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, angels among us. I've got the law of attraction, money and the law of attraction cards. If anybody's interested in one of them. We have light, goddess, oracle cards.
We got a contender for the sexy cards now. See if she walks in really wants one. Okay. Oh shoot! So I gotta reshuffle these decks. So I'm gonna pull 2 of them for you. Oh, for the
So I
sexy.
do a rebel card as well with it.
Yep.
A rebel card to go with the sexy card for She Walks with Beauty.
Okay, Kiba, I pull a star for Mandy for pulling a card for you on that. Okay. All right, She Walks in Beauty. You're gonna get the same cards as Arlene got too, so in a different way. Okay, Michelle, I got you. All right, cool. So this is gonna be fun, and time's going by so dang quick. That's another thing. Oh my gosh. I just remember 1 minute I'm eating, and the next the live stream's over. It's like, whoa, what in the world?
Yeah. Well, I didn't go on for about half an hour, wasn't it?
Right. All right. She Walks in Beauty wants the sexy cards. All right. Sexy cards it is. Ask and you shall receive. You can get a rebel with this card also, so brace yourself. All right. Then after that is Kiba. She wants money and attraction card. Then Michelle. I think Michelle might be our last person. All right. She walks in. Oh. Uh-oh. A card flew out. That means something. Oh. Bingo. I'm taking that.
Swampy's just subscribed to my channel.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah. So I've got 2 rebel cards, but I'm going to let you do that one, those first.
Okay. I'm almost done with She Walks in Beauty's reading too, so I'm just going to pull in Sex Answers Oracle deck, see what we have for the card I pulled for her. It's really interesting. So
this one flew out, so I think it's going to be that one, but I'll read them both because one did fall and one flew.
Oh, okay, Marcia. If you want one, I mean, I don't mind pulling a card for you with the sexy cards. So it's all good if you want one. So, oh my gosh. She Walks in Beauty. You got some cool, interesting stuff here. So let me see. So thank you for being patient. She Walks in Beauty too, and all you guys in the chat room also. Much love to all you lovely people in here. And so, yes, indeed. What's to clarify this with these rebel cards? All right. I'm stopping now. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Most interesting. Let me look at these cards. Okay. All right. I'm sticking with it. Okay. So She Walks in Beauty with your 3 cards for today too. And satisfaction came up for you with this card too. And I feel like you're completed. You're satisfied with the things that you're dissatisfied with too. When it comes to your relationships, I think you're just good. You're satisfied. You're like, oh, I'm complete. So with these cards too, you're satisfied. You're good. It's like, huh. You're feeling good. It's all good. Good satisfaction. Nothing wrong with this too. And just like, for the next card too, is to take the initiative. So it's like, with satisfaction in these 2 cards, it's like, you're good, with this card too. And it's just the source of your question too. And it's just like, taking the initiative is just like for anything for your self-care practice. It's just you really take the initiative to, satisfy yourself too, wherever that may be. And nothing that, Could be with, taking a
Mm.
bath, or just, reading the book, or even just, doing something that's enjoyable too. Just, satisfaction, connecting with that, and even just, tap into that for yourself. And just really taking the initiative, and all that too, especially, in your relationships as well too. And even for
Mhm.
yourself, especially when you're taking the initiative for your self-care practice. And with your Revel card too, She Walks in Beauty.
Okay,
And this, oh,
right.
oh,
Now, oh, sorry. I thought you
it's
meant my
okay.
rebel. I'm like, yes.
It's okay. I just,
Oh,
with her, she
well,
said in this
anyway.
Revel card, it says, you think someone is lying. They are, oh, so, so this card is saying that someone is lying if they're not being honest enough up front. So something, it's got to be mindful of this too. She Walks in Beauty with these cards. And again, feel free to comment if this is true or not for you as well with these three
Oh,
cards. I'll let you go, Mandy, if you want to share. You still there, Mandy? You look frozen.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, there you are.
You're
Oh, you're
frozen,
frozen.
Jay.
Oh, I am? I think you're frozen. Oh, uh-oh. I think Mandy's frozen. Oh, shoot. Am I frozen? Uh-oh. Mandy will be back on moments, guys, too. But with these three cards, She Walks in Beauty with the satisfaction, too. That could be it. Perhaps lying to ourselves or male suitors. Yeah, it could be one of those things. She Walks in Beauty, too, because, with you, with the source of your question, you are good, you're satisfied with the satisfaction card, too. And it's just like, if it's like a male suitor, if he's just like, you just take the initiative too. And you put Mandy back in it. There you go. You froze.
Okay.
So yes. So that could be it. But maybe someone's lying too. And
Yeah.
and they are. So who knows? There's some stuff there for you. She Walks in Beauty. Something to be mindful of. But I'll let Mandy go since she wants to share something.
Yeah, so when you pulled that card, I'm like, until you pulled the card about someone's lying, I was like, okay, I know what she's got to do and tell her what to do knows. But just forget about someone might be lying. Maybe we can come to that in a minute. Because with this satisfaction and the initiation, this would be when you pass that, you overstep the mark and you come to second base, right? So, but you got to allow that shit to come to you. See?
Oh, that's a good one.
They're hard to get because the harder they got to work for it, the better it is. Right? Always. It always works out that way. And then you will feel satisfied enough to give back. And then the outcome will be very healing and very positive for you, productive, because it'll give you a cloak of psychic energy protection. Okay? And that's all good.
Mm-hmm.
So go for it. But let that shit come to you until,
So you could spot this energy too.
second base.
Someone is lying to you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
But
Exactly.
then be careful because but women, we can tell. I hope you can anyway.
Yes. But I think you're good too, She Walks in Beauty. You're just, you're
Yeah,
good. You're
she's
just,
going to be satisfied.
yep. She's cool.
Don't be paranoid about that lying thing.
Yeah, exactly. You're just waiting for someone to work for it and then return the favor. Yeah, exactly. You're good.
Yeah.
Just with this card too, it's really just hit strong. And it's
Then
like,
this
for
lady-
someone to really make the
Well,
initiative, make the move,
yeah.
But just got to watch out for those liars, though, so something to really be
Yes,
mindful
there
too.
are a few out there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yep. So
But
good
you're
cards
going
here.
to just meet someone and get married and that's it for life,
Right.
That's a lie. Don't be just, wait until you meet the right one. Don't fall for a liar.
Exactly. Satisfied solo. Yep. There you go. Exactly.
Me too, lately.
Mm-hmm. So thank you for that clarification, She Walks in Beauty. I'm glad you liked the cards too that, Mandy and myself pulled for you too. Yeah, much love to
This
you.
reminds me of a dream I had the other night. I've comment here, but I'm not going to say what it is because I'd have to take that to the phones.
Okay. I respect that. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So yes, much love to you, She Walks in Beauty. And so, oh, you're welcome, my friend. Thank you for being open to getting a spicy relationship reading too from these two decks.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So the next person I think we have too is Kiba. She says money and attraction card, Mandy. Oh, I think she's
Okay.
thinking.
Okay, Kiba. Time for Kiba. Money and the Lord.
Then after that is Michelle. She just wants something general, nothing sexy this time. So I respect that.
Okay, this is I can see my world through the eyes of Source. By choosing better feeling thoughts and by speaking more of what you do want and less of what you do not want, you will gently tune yourself to the vibrational frequency of your broader perspective. To see your world through the eyes of Source is truly to be the most spectacular view of your life. For from that vibrational vantage point, you are in alignment with and therefore in the process of attracting only what you would consider to be the very best. So what it's saying is, hang on, let me look. So create good thought forms, good feeling thought forms. Yeah. So when if you're feeling really shit and you can't find a good thought that'll create a good feeling, what I find that helps is if I say to myself, I love feel good thought forms 10 times. Right, and then you will find yourself finding these feel good thought forms so easy, they'll just come to you. Okay? You say, I love feel good thought forms. 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 Say it 10 times. Okay? And then you'll have these thoughts that feel good and they'll be positive and they'll be creative. And they'll be visual. Okay, Kiba? So that helps.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
She said it was very sweet but truthful. So yes.
Yeah. Well, I've had to do all this as well myself.
Yeah, me too. You know,
Yeah.
she says thanks to you, Randy.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes, indeed. So hopefully that was helpful for you, Kiva. And much love to you and to Marcia. And the next person
Yeah.
that we have, and she is Michelle, and she wants a general reading. Nothing spicy this time. So,
Okay.
all right,
General
read.
reading. All right. So,
It's general. Okay, I got this. Michelle.
general reading for Michelle. Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome, Marcia. Thank you guys for showing up.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Have they left today?
What's that?
I said they've left, have they?
Mm-hmm.
Good
They
night.
love the show, so yes.
They're my
Much love.
subscribers.
Mm.
Okay. So there's a professional person, an expert in his field, a lawyer, advisor, or government. He's in a position of authority or power, intelligent, determined, and alert. So we got the King of Swords there. It's going to win a significant battle, achievement, rewards, good news, public recognition, and victory. So that's crossing. So maybe you're going to win a court case or something like that, or you're going to move on and find forgiveness, move on from old grief. There's a declaration of love and a romance coming in, like a new lover. Yeah. Or younger man even. Because you have been like on your own, like motherly, down to earth, generous, a carer. And you've got a bit of a creative block at the moment. So, things seem to have turned sour. But you're going to get creative and visionary because of this new romance that's coming in. And it is a new romance with the Knight of Cups. And it's going to make you see things from a different point of view, new horizons. So yeah, it's good. Be patient. Be patient. Put in the effort. He's a conservative young man. You fear him being emotionally aloof and empty. And you fear missed opportunity, and doing something you'll later regret. So Try not to be judgmental, controlling, and jealous. And sabotage it. Get plenty of sleep. It's to change the way you think about things in some ways. There'll be delays, but time to heal wounds. Yeah. So surrender to the process and go with the flow. Okay? Enjoy.
That's beautiful. And I have 3 cards for you too, Michelle, too. And with these 3 powerful oracle cards that you can just really take for your this week, for this month, and for this year too. And just like, this is a beautiful time for you to really just prosper and just really, spreading your wings and just really showing your beauty too. And it's like there's a beautiful energy about you, Michelle. And with the energy of the peacock is really strong with this message. And this is really all about prosperity and just really, really, like the feathers of a peacock is really beautiful, especially with the males too, and the females, and especially. And just like for you to really just prosper, to grow, to really showing your beauty too, just really putting your own spin to it as well with prosperity. It's a really beautiful image of these colors there too. And it's just like, the peacocks have very beautiful wings, and just really, it's like spread your wings and just showing your beauty too. It's a powerful time for you to do that, Michelle. And just like with your next message too, is just to really make time for anything that's just really important to you, really finding that discipline. And just like when it comes to prosperity, just really finding ways to grow and to flourish, and just for yourself as well with this message too, Michelle. And just really finding time, making time for things that are important to you when it comes to your goals, your health, your family, your relationships too. Just really finding that discipline and that time, even just especially the things that are important to you fully for your spiritual growth as well, is to really finding that discipline for yourself to make the most important things important and not waste any time on it too. And just like also for your spiritual growth as well. And it's just really dissolving those fears and welcoming those new moments as well when you're flourishing. And it's kind of like with this card, it's just like spreading your wings and just showing your beauty, your talents, showing that beautiful energy that you are. And just like not waste any time on anything that's really important, finding that discipline in your life to really making the important things in your life a priority too. Just really finding that discipline for yourself. And just like for the welcome card too, with this healing message, is just to really dissolve those fears that you are experiencing and just in your life as well, and just really welcome those new moments, just when you're prospering and when you're just making things important in your life too, with this next message as well. So I'm just gonna put it all together too for you, Michelle, too. And just like with prosperity, just always finding ways to prosper and grow and just really flourish, like the peacock too, like spreading its beautiful wings and just and fly basically too. And just like just showing its colors and all that too, just showing its beauty, prosperity. And just like for you too,
put some pretty colors on. It's like you say, all he thinks is a peacock because it's showing you beautiful colors and
very beautiful. And just like not waste any time on anything that's important, finding that discipline for yourself to really make the priority things in your life a priority, not waste any time on it too. Just really being mindful of that as well. And since I said mindful, the picture of the brain here too is strong with this message, and the clocks there too. It's all about time and discipline, not wasting time on anything that's important. Just really go for that for you, Michelle. And just really dissolve any kind of fears and welcome those new moments for yourself too. Just like, as well. So yes, indeed. As she says, yes, thank you. Really resonate with me.
Yeah, I said be patient as well. For time, give it time. I'm just looking back over these cards because I remember saying that.
Right.
Put in the effort, but be patient. The clock's ticking.
Right. Your other reading the other day, you told me not to waste time. Oh wow, yeah, it's true. Was that you pulled that for Michelle, Mandy, or is it just me?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I think it was
I
me.
know that I did the one. It says patience, and you know, but I can't remember about the time.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, yes, I think I remember pulling some cards for you relating to that too, Michelle. And it's like these same messages pop up for you again. And just like if you want to rewatch this cards that we pulled for you, also just with these 3 messages too, Michelle, all about prospering and just really finding ways to just spread your wings and just prosper and grow, and just beautiful stuff here. And just not waste any time on anything that's important for you also in your life as well.
I mean, if there's a relationship there around her and she doesn't want it, she hasn't got to have it just because it's there.
Right.
You want to just take time looking after yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Focusing on it, then just do that. Self-care, self-love. Focus on yourself only.
Yep. And welcome those new moments.
There.
Just dissolve any fears that are there and just welcome those new experiences too. So yes, indeed. And so hopefully that was helpful, Michelle, with these cards, and much love to you, my friend. And to your sister also, Melinda. She's a hoot and she's awesome. Yeah, I mentioned that self-care keeps coming up for you this week. Yeah, I noticed that, Michelle, with the cards that I pulled for you before. So it's really important to remember, take note of too, if you want to rewatch this live stream again.
First, if you can't love yourself, how can you love someone else? You have to love yourself and see your worth. When you can see your own worth, then you start to love yourself truly.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So much love to you, Michelle.
Yeah.
And hopefully the cards that we pulled for you were very helpful. And much love to all you guys in here too, including you, Michelle. And Mandy, since that was the last question, you want to pull a card for the collective today?
Yep.
All right. Or unless you want some sexy cards or a rebel card. I'm not sure what, but we can do that too if you want.
Go on, give me a rebel card because I've got to audition someone tomorrow.
Okay, so you want a rebel card? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. You got it. I'm going to take my sexy cards and show it to my friends when I go to their mindfulness class. I think she's going to get a kick out of it. Just, with her too, so it's going to be cool. But I'll pull a rebel card for you, Mindy.
Thank
and
you.
put a card for the collective too. So
bearing in mind, this is going to be for tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Mandy.
Tomorrow.
Okay, so card for Mandy. Got a good card, Mandy. I'm gonna pull a card for the collective with this healing message. So I'm gonna shuffle this one. So I'm gonna share your rebel card first. I pulled a card for the collective.
Okay, I got a card for the collective, but I'll wait for my rebel card first.
Okay.
Oh, should I do this? Should I do this or wait for my rebel card first?
You could share your card if you want for the collective. Go for it.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, go for it.
This is Shambhala Initiations. Shambhala.
Ooh,
Retreat.
Shambhala.
Yeah. Retreating to recharge,
Right.
trusting in the process, and Dharma. Now, Dharma is like a parental responsibility, isn't it? You know, as a parent, taking care of, you know, taking care of stuff at home. So I'll read it from the book a minute.
Okay.
Okay, this is for the collective. Okay? Right. Shambhala, also known as Shangri-La, is a city of light said to be hidden somewhere in the Himalayas near Tibet. According to theosophical teachings, this etheric retreat is where we can come into contact with some of the greatest spiritual adepts, enlightened teachers, and divine masters to ever walk the earth. In Buddhism and Hinduism, Shambhala is said to be the home of the god Shiva and of the Buddha's enlightened beings. And in the Bon tradition, every year, thousands make a pilgrimage to Mount Kailash, the supposed location of the hidden city, and this is said to bring good fortune. Okay? We can visit the etheric retreat of Shambhala during the dream state, astral travel, and meditation. If you feel it is calling you, or that the energies of this gateway seem familiar, you may have been there before. The golden temple of Shambhala sits in the heart of the Himalayas, between the physical and non-physical, and is said to appear to seekers who are ready to expand their awareness. It is at the sacred energetic temple of all enlightened masters, particularly those who are connected to the Eastern traditions. They form a great galactic and universal council of elders who support the turning of the wheel of Dharma. Dharma is a Sanskrit word that relates to the unfolding of our life path. Right, connect with your hands in the prayer position. Imagine yourself surrounded by golden light. Say, great masters and elders of Shambhala, thank you for helping me remember my Dharma so that I can have an enlightened awareness of the worlds. Your message is, when things quieten down in your life, know that this isn't a failure, but an opportunity to retreat and recharge. In the busyness of the physical world, our spirit is often playing catch up with our body to the point that it gets used to being overactive and overworked. When the great masters of Shambhala come to you, they are encouraging you to take time to be away from the outer world and dive into the inner world, meditation, sleep. If you have been moving full speed ahead, this gateway encourages you to slow down and retreat. Take time to gather your energy, spend time in meditation and reflection in order to gain awareness of your current situation. You will uncover many insights and gifts during this period. Realize that there is a master awakening within you. So time to lay back, chill out, and do your spiritual development and meditate. Okay? There's loads of meditation videos on YouTube.
Oh yeah, and it really ties into what card I pulled for the collective. Also, it's really time for us to tap into our evolution, to really just let our knowledge become our understanding when we're meditating, when we're learning new skills, learning new stuff in our spiritual growth. Just really tap into our evolution as well, and it really ties into what you're mentioning, Mandy, too. When it comes
because
to
when you meditate, your frequency goes up.
mm-hmm.
Your
And that
energy
really
level.
taps into your evolution too.
Yeah.
Yep, because you learn new stuff when you meditate, going inward too, and it's like, oh, I never thought of that way. You're feeling it too. When you like showing empathy towards yourself too, and as well as learning new knowledge as well. So it's really powerful what Wendy just shared with this message too about tapping into our evolution, letting our knowledge and our understanding, and putting our own spin to it as well. It's a beautiful message there for the collective.
Your mind, and so it can be hard sometimes, but just try and find a way. Focus on your breathing, focus on wiggling your toes, whatever. Start from the top of your head right down every part of your body. Find a way to switch off and not think about things that are problematic. Take time out. You have permission, the card said so. Welcome. Okay.
Yes. Hey, Spirit Knows Tarot. Good to see you.
Hi.
Oh. And Mandy, your rebel card for tomorrow too.
Oh yeah.
And it says laugh.
Laugh.
Where the fuck's your sense of humor? Yes, laughter makes things a whole lot better. So it's always remembering for you to laugh and just really.
Okay.
Yes, gotta have that sense of humor.
Because I said to you, can you pull me a rebel card for tomorrow in mind? So yes, I'll be laughing a lot.
Cool. Hey, Kate Travel, good to see you. What's up? Hey. We're at the end of our live stream too, and shout out to all you guys who are popping in right now. For those who are still here and watching the replay too, and the card that we pulled for collected too. It's like a pure, beautiful time for us to tap into our evolution as well. Letting our knowledge become our understanding for anyone who's watching this live and watching the replay too. Just really taking note of that, being mindful of that, just to really just letting that knowledge become our understanding when we're learning new skills in our spiritual growth too, and just really doing that in our own way to tap into our evolution. And just as well, and it's nice to see you also, Kate Travel, and much love to all you guys in here as well. Yes indeed, Kate Travel and SheWalksInBeauty and everyone else in here too. And Mandy, I can't thank you enough. And thank you, Gerald, who came in here earlier too, who you dropped some knowledge about well-being and mindfulness too. How we can use both for mindfulness for our well-being as well, if you guys want to watch the beginning of this live stream too. And thank you, Mandy, for sharing your knowledge too. And if you guys ever want to check out her channel too, Maiden Divine Feminine Wisdom, it'll be in the description below too. Same goes for Tarot Stash.
I try to post a couple of videos a day, at least a couple a day. So
cool. I did too. I did a reaction video.
And I'm sharing my journey with you as well. So every day I pull a card for myself. I'll tell you about that card and what it means to me and what it might mean to you.
Right.
Cool. I'm in a band right now, so this is all like really exciting. That's why I'm pulling cards for myself every day, because I just want to know, I'm not afraid to ask now.
Thank you for that, Swampy. Appreciate that. And shout out to all you guys in the chat room too. And if you guys ever want to check out Mandy's channel, Maiden Divine Feminine Wisdom, and also on Gerald's channel, Tarot Stash, the The links will be in the description below too, so you want to check them out.
Yeah.
And Swampy says the readings were great. I love the energy and spirits are lifted. Oh, you're welcome, Swampy. Thank you for being open to getting cards from us too. So yes,
Brilliant.
indeed.
Up to lift
And
energy. That's what it's all about. We have to lift each other's energies. You know,
yep,
that's taking part and changing the world for the better as well. Too many people walking around with low level energy vibrations, you know what I mean? Just giving off that lower level frequency, and it's not good.
right.
No,
Exactly.
just
And
full and balance. Yeah. So it's
oh yeah, for
important
sure.
to
Travel.
lift your frequencies up. Yeah.
Hopefully I'll see you again, you guys, on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time too. And I can't forget myself to market my own stuff. And for those who want to collab with me, want to send me an email for any suggestions how I can improve and so on and so forth. My email is herc203@gmail.com. If you guys want to send me an email, or if you guys want to just, want to collab with me in the future on your guys' channels, so on and so forth, you're more than welcome to email me. I check my emails every morning. So that's that. And if for those who really want to just check out my link tree, feel free to check it out. That's pinned in the chat room right now. But also for those who are watching the replay, if you want to check out my link tree, if you guys want to send me a donation to my PayPal or check out my Amazon wish list or add me on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and inquire my services too when it comes to self-care, wellness too. So I just want to market myself there. And I'll see you guys around in these YouTube streets on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time for the Wellness Wednesday Solutions live stream. So thank you, Mandy, and thank you all in here in the chat room too. Gerald, who came here earlier, and all you guys in the chat room. And may we continue to practice self-care that can benefit us, our loved ones, and our environment. And I believe the Soul Sisters Tarot, it may be live tonight too at 6:30 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. So if you guys want to check them out too, their channel will be in the description below too. The Soul Sisters Tarot by my big sis squad, Sonja Rayne Lee and EQ2. They have individual channels also with EQ with Wisdom of the Blue Lotus and Sonja Rayne Lee, just with her own channel called Sonja Rayne Lee too. Their channels are also in the description also. Same goes to my big sis Sharon Lee too, Strawberry Rhubarb Tarot, and her channel will be linked down below also. So a lot of shout outs, a lot of names I just give a shout out to, getting used to this promotion and stuff too. But anyways, much love to you all, and we'll see you guys around on Wednesdays. And peace. Namaste.
Namaste.
Much love. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.